Got done with a killer show downtown here on Fremont between, what is this? We're between Binions and the Nugget?
We're at Binions.
All right.
Originally it was called the Mint. There used to be a race that went down the street. So if you watch Blvd Las Vegas, they go down the Mint, and then Elvis is driving down the street.
Wow.
And they end the race.
So you said you're back working after a long tour?
Yeah. I got to do a magic convention, Mark DeSouza's MAES. It's in Philadelphia / New Jersey. I did the closing lecture. I was in the close-up gala, and I closed the entire convention with 45 minutes. Standing ovation. Okay. But no, it was a great convention. Got to see some old friends. Got to make up with people. You know, I've had a weird history with especially other magicians. So yeah. I didn't want to go to a magic convention. I was like, oh, they're all going to hate me. And it was just love. It was just a love fest. Everybody hugged. The one person I thought we were going to have a problem, I saw him and I just immediately hugged him. And we had a party thrown for just us, me and him, in a hospitality suite. Somebody's winning. No, I'm just kidding. They are, but you know.
Big wieners.
We went up to the hospitality suite, and then they threw this giant party for us. And then me and him went outside, and we just hugged and cried it out in the hallway. Wow! And I can say his name now. It's Eric Jones.
Awesome.
Me and Eric Jones, we had a little over beef for a minute, but it wasn't really a beef. We just didn't communicate. I think that's a lot of it with people. They don't communicate.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, and same with me not going to a magic convention. I didn't want to go because I was like, oh, they all hate me. I didn't communicate with people. Yeah. But now I'm booked for a lot of magic conventions, actually. One here in Las Vegas next year, by the way.
Wow.
There's only one in Las Vegas, but okay.
Which one is this one? That's
around August. But I'll be doing the IBM next year in Tacoma. I'll be on lecture tour in Texas. 24 cities, actually. Wow. So I'm writing a book right now, so it's going to be more of a book tour. Instead of having DVDs like I used to have, I'm going to have a book. And a book is very expensive. Good. I have found out, I don't know how people did it back in the day, because books are very expensive. Hardbound books.
Like $30 just to make it?
Oh, jeez, no.
50. A book.
Well, you have to make a certain amount, and then they're going to charge you for that amount.
Sure.
It's about 80 grand.
Holy shit.
So I don't know how Gary did it back in the day with like the thumb tip books and even just the autograph, the portraits that he did.
Yeah.
Remember the autograph book?
Yeah, it was a really good book, solid.
But you think about it, back in the 80s, that was probably really expensive. Probably all of it came out of Gary's pocket.
Wow.
I don't think he had a publisher. So I gotta say, like, that's amazing what Gary did. All those books, that's a lot of money that came out of his Bellman pocket.
Oh, I remember. Gino fronted it, but then he got all the profit. That's what it was. That's what Gary told me.
They were best friends.
Yep.
You know what? I'm sad that one's gone because I wanted them to come back together. Yeah. Because when they were together, they were best friends. They were so cool. When at a magic meeting, Gino would walk in and just go, "Every drink's on me." I was a kid. So I took my first drink at the magic meeting. And Gary and Gino, my dad, I picked up Joey Burton's. It was Jack and Coke. I thought it was a soda. I was a kid. I was taking everybody's sodas all the time and running around the magic meeting. And I took one, and it was a Jack and Coke. This tastes weird. And I slammed it. I was like 12. All of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, I was in the bathroom throwing up, and I'd never had alcohol before in my life. And so Gary and Gino and my dad are in the bathroom laughing at me while I'm throwing up. They're not like, "Oh, you'll be fine." They're like, "Ha ha ha ha!" Like they were laughing their balls off. And I think about it, and then my dad put me in the back of his car, and he was like, "Sleep it off. I'm going back to the meeting." And he went back to the meeting with Gary and Gino and hung out. And there's photos somewhere of me in the back of my dad's car and Joey Burton and everybody taking photos of me passed out. Like, But I remember it was like, I just thought it was a soda. But it was Jack and soda. My bad. Whoops.
You think you almost overdid it to where it could have really hurt you, or not?
It was only one drink, but I never had a drink in my life. I was 12.
Yeah. That's hard. Your next lecture tour is
Texas.
All right.
Texas. I start in Huntsville, Alabama. And actually, my last date through the tour is Las Vegas.
Holy shit.
So I start in Alabama. I drive all the way through the south. At one point, I go to Memphis, Chicago, back down, and then New Mexico to Vegas.
And are you tag teaming with anybody?
No assistant this time. My assistant usually was Chris Benz.
All right.
Fantastic street magician, good friend of mine. And then I had an assistant named Adriana, girlfriend of a friend of mine. He was like, hey, my girlfriend could drive you around. So that was cool. But I think this one I'm gonna do alone. It's gonna be lonely and sad, but I'll just FaceTime my girlfriend. Hopefully my girlfriend can come with me. That'd be great.
How long you had the fresh girlfriend?
January 25th-ish.
Nice.
Yeah, she's great.
That's awesome.
She's a nurse, so she's at work till 12 o'clock tonight.
That's awesome, Chris.
Yeah, she's great. I got me a nurse. She's old and she's black. There you go.
Shit.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go,
Nice.
baby. That's
You're
the way
lucky,
to go.
Chris.
Hercules.
You're
That's right.
lucky.
Oh, she's great, dude. And the main thing is, she's nice. I've had a lot of women in my life who were nice.
Yeah.
She's really nice.
How does she show that to you?
Cuddles, actually. She loves my dog, and my dog will stick himself in between me and her as we cuddle every night. He loves her. He thinks like she's his girlfriend. I'm like, that's my girlfriend. Get out of here. Yeah, I got Meatball the doggy. He's a good dog.
That's funny.
Yeah, she's great. And I would suggest get Obamacare, Medicaid, and date a nurse.
All right. That's good words of wisdom.
Tips on how to be free with medical stuff. Date a nurse. If you're a girl, date a male nurse. There you go. I would.
Now the doctor might be too demanding, right?
I would date a doctor. I mean, if you're a girl, date a doctor. Go ahead.
But could he be too demanding, probably?
No.
No? All right.
It's nice. I get prescribed
Doctor.
drugs. So I got hit by a car about a month ago.
Holy fuck.
So my entire right side of my body is messed up.
Holy fuck, Chris.
I got hit by a car in Stewart, and
You could have been fucking killed.
and I didn't take information or anything.
What the fuck?
I just went to my car because I had to fly to Philly the next day. It was like, go to the hospital and maybe get like an insurance claim and $50,000, or do the Magic Convention and make $1,000. I chose to do the Magic Convention.
Did you hit your head?
So right at like Stewart and Las Vegas Boulevard, he turned and just hit me. And I hit the front of my body and the right side of my body. So like my girlfriend, she's a nurse, she prescribed me just some inflammatory so everything doesn't swell up.
Yeah.
Because it was swelling up really bad. My entire, like I don't even have a toenail on this.
Holy shit.
They ran over my feet. The guy gave me $100 and was like, can we not, he's an Uber driver. Can we not do information? You see, I look in the back and the Uber people that he's driving are like,
I'm lucky. We're lucky you didn't fucking get killed, Chris. What the fuck?
I went 1 second earlier, I would have been dead. 1 second later, I would have just walked across the street. But that's why today is really good. It was triggering for me to come back to Fremont. Because every time I cross the street, I'm like,
holy shit.
I don't want to cross the street.
Fuck.
But no, life is good. I got a good puppy, even though he's 15.
Nice. What type of dog?
Chihuahua.
Nice.
Meatball the dog.
Nice.
I'm writing children's stories about him.
Nice.
So it's like 12 series. So like Meatball gets a friend. It's all stuff that a children's book is something you read to kids as they go to bed. If you want to put stuff in their head, like let's say you're going to get a new brother or sister. So one story is Meatball has a brother. So it's a story of like, now you're going to have a brother. So it gets the kid used to it, having a brother or a sister or a sibling. And so Meatball goes through it with you, you know.
Wow.
I even have like really good illustrations. Do you have like an ID on you?
Yeah.
Let's see. Goofy, dumb kid. Jesus Christ. If I wave, watch. We're gonna make Eben handsome. See? Now Eben's handsome. Look at that. There you go. A souvenir. You can keep that. Now. And now you are more handsome, but also you have like 3 DUIs. You have like 3 DUIs. Oh, that's mine. Oh shit. You need to go to court in like a month. By the way. All right, hold on. Let me get this out. So if your ID is there, that means somewhere in here. Oh, that's my Cash App. Oh, there's your ID.
There it is.
You can keep that. That's a souvenir.
Awesome. Any closing notes we should tell them?
For what? Street magic?
For anything.
Street
Whatever.
magic?
Whatever you
magic?
think they should know.
Well, in the words of Jeff McBride, 10,000 hours. It's a race. Whoever does the most shows wins. That's why David Copperfield is the best magician alive. Because he did the most shows. It's a race.
Yeah.
10,000 hours creates a genius. 10,000 shows creates a magician.
Holy
Eugene
shit.
Berger once told me, a magician is created one trick at a time. I was learning the gypsy thread with Eugene Berger in Jeff's house. I took a class on just the gypsy thread. Me and Eugene. It was awesome. It was beautiful. And he said, a great magician is created one trick at a time. And for right now, this trick is yours. And that's what you're going to work on. I learned a lot. Here's a good closing statement. I've been writing my lecture notes and book and everything. So I learned a lot from working regular jobs.
Wow.
So I worked at a sports book recently where $91,000 was in my hands. And many times I thought, just run out the door, take a bus to LA and just fucking get out of here. You got 91,000. And many times when I was leaving, I had a $500,000. I was like, just fucking walk out that door. Just boom, Uber it to LA. Can the Uber half of it. You're good. What Sportsbook taught me was organization. Because when your money is that tight, and you might go to federal prison if you're short on your money, you worry about how many hundreds do I have, how many 50s, how many 20s. You learn like organization and like you really focus on one thing at a time.
I love that.
I was a server for, you remember I was a waiter for a while at like Applebee's and Lone Star.
Wow.
What I learned was called a service loop.
Wow.
So the cocktail waitresses are doing it right now. It's called a service loop. So I made this into like my my backstage pre-ceremony setting up my act. I would do a service loop. So a service loop means this. So if you're a waiter, if I go to this table and they go, I want this, 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 and this, and blue cheese. Okay. If you go to that table and run and go get all that stuff and come back, now this table's gonna go, what I wanted, Diet Coke and iced tea and blah, 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 and blue cheese. There you go. Okay, now here, back. But you can do this other thing called the service loop, where I go to this table, what do you guys need? Go to the next table, what do you guys need? Next table, what do you guys need? What do you guys need? What do you guys need? And by the time you hit the end of the loop, you're in the kitchen. And it's boom, 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 drinks, blue cheese, salad, whatever. And now you go back out the other way. And then iced tea, 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 iced tea. Wow. So you go one loop and one back. I met a guy, I was thinking about him earlier today. He thought about waiting tables the way I think about magic. Like he studied it. He was so good at it. This guy studied it. And we get fired. Lone Star just closed on Nellis. Shit. It just closed. So we were looking for jobs together. Wow. So we were on the bus together. He would give me like books on waiting tables.
Holy shit.
Like, this is the ordinance of waiting tables. And I'd read it, and it was like the service loop is number one. And so that's one thing I bring to magic. Service loop, sports book. What was the other real job I did recently? Front desk. Front desk and cruise ships.
Holy shit.
Front desk and cruise ships, the customer is never right. Ever right.
That's funny.
Ever.
That's true.
Because the customer is always looking for a comp.
Yep.
They're always looking for something easy, cheap comp.
Yeah.
So I was sitting, I love the sports book. I love sports. Love the Buffalo Bills. Go Josh Allen. Josh Allen, go Bills. So, go Bills. So anyway, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. I was sitting in the sports book watching like a baseball game on my break, and I was working at the front desk, and the guy had come checking in to me, and he didn't see me. I put on my coat, my Bills coat, and whatever. So I'm sitting in the sports book, and I hear him behind me, and he's like, "Yeah, I just checked in." I told him there was a roach or some kind of critter in the room. You know how I roll. I bring a critter in every time. I drop it in the room. I get a free room.
That's funny.
And that's what cruise ship people do. Old people who do cruise ships all the time.
That's funny, Chris. They bring a fake roach in.
No, a real roach.
They bring a real roach in their pocket.
A dead roach.
And they bring it into the cruise ship. That is funny, Chris.
To get a free room.
That is hysterical.
The reason why is recently there was a scorpion at the Venetian, and he bit the customer.
Holy fuck.
The customer got 50 grand. How a scorpion got in the Venetian, up all those rooms, into his bed. A lot of people think he planted it.
Oh, he did. Sure.
How did he get all the way up there?
He can't live in there.
He got 50 grand.
Oh, yeah. Well, the injury attorneys, that's one of the biggest quick way to make money in the world is the injury attorney stuff.
So when I was working front desk, I found out people had seen the Venetian tape. Now they were doing it. They were bringing in like a roach or something. Go, oh, look, there's a roach in my bathroom. Free room.
That's funny.
And the hotels will go, okay, yeah, we don't care.
That's hysterical, Chris.
So the front desk, be nice to the front desk when you're at a hotel. They have the hardest job in the world.
Holy
They didn't do anything. Your room is not based on them. You know your room is based on? Housekeeping. And housekeeping might have missed a room. Give these people a break.
Yeah, oh my God.
Give them a fucking break.
Yeah.
They're working hard.
It's not that big
Vegas
of a deal.
employees, they're union. Give them a fucking break. Please be nice to waiters. Waiter is a really hard job. Do it for a week. Do it for a fucking week.
Change your whole life. That's what Gary told me. As soon as you can go work for tips, change your whole life.
I tip. You know what? I bet Gary was the best tipper because he worked for tips. When you work for tips like us, then you go to the next place. You're like, oh shit, 10%? No, I'll do 20.
Oh yeah, always.
You know?
Yeah.
We have to. I call it tip karma.
So what do you want them to see right here? What's the next video they should see?
Well, this is my return to Fremont. I took a little break. It was nice.
All right.
I will say, whatever your profession is, I would say take a break. You need, or you're gonna burn out. I burn out on this a lot.
Yeah.
So I take a break. I've been doing yard work. Oh, my yard looks beautiful.
So on the note,
I'm as Mexican as you can get right now.
That's
my
awesome,
yard
Chris.
works awesome.
That's awesome. So on the note of them seeing another video, what should they see here?
For tonight, if you can find Victor Cephas Jr., I'd go watch him. You know Victor and Diamond?
Yeah, I love Victor. Yeah, we had him on the channel.
Oh, he's great.
Check out Victor right here.
Victor
Click this video.
And Winston.
Yep.
Winston's a student of mine.
Yep.
He's a great kid. He's auditioning for the Magic Castle Junior program.
We'll see you. Yep.
I would go check out Winston. I gotta say, I don't care what you guys say about him, not the midget or the Vaseline. He's okay.
Thanks, Chris. We'll see you.
Love you,
Click
brother.
this one right here. Yep.